In the turbulent times following the announcement of Donald Trump's cabinet nominees, a sense of unease permeated the transition period. Far from the traditional pomp and circumstance associated with the transfer of power, these nominees became targets of a darker form of attention. It all began on a crisp winter evening, when phones rang ominously in the homes of several nominees. On the other end, a voice cold and calculated relayed threats that chilled the recipients to the bone. These threats weren't just idle warnings. They were vivid, specific, and painted grim pictures of what could happen if these individuals dared to proceed in their new roles. As news of these threats emerged, there was a mixture of shock and grim determination visible among the nominees. They had stepped into the political spotlight, aware of the challenges they would face. Yet, few expected such immediate disdain manifested in violent threats. The reach of these threats was extensive, touching homes thousands of miles apart, as if manipulated by a spider spinning its web across the nation. Faced with threats of death, bombings, and swatting, a dangerous hoax aimed at prompting armed police officers to respond to a fabricated emergency, these individuals understood the weight of their prospective positions even more profoundly. The Trump transition team, in their address to the media, spoke with a tone of resolution. Last night and this morning, several of President Trump's cabinet nominees were targeted in violent un-American threats to their lives. They'd said, painting a picture of grim defiance that aimed to reassure both victims and the nation. Yet, there was an undeniable vulnerability inherent in the status of these nominees. Still private citizens, they had to fend for their safety, without the benefit of official security details. This left them feeling exposed, mere points on a map, open to intimidation. Even with their lives disrupted, and their peace desecrated by the looming threats, the nominees stood resolved. They had chosen to serve, to stand with the new administration, and in this path, they discovered a collective strength. Through hushed phone calls with families and emotionally fraught conversations with close confidants, they reaffirmed their commitment. In shared resolve, they found a bond stronger than fear. The gravity of that moment underscored an essential truth. The path to public service, especially at such a high level, was fraught with personal risk. But the call to duty was unwavering. As preparations for assuming their roles proceeded, the nominees reconciled with the stark reality of their situation. The threats would test them, but it would not dissuade them, for in the face of adversity, they found not just the weight of their appointed roles, but also the fire of dedication forged within it.